Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so, along with hitting that thumbs up button for me and comments. Love the comments and share this video, please. In terms of subscribers, we've had a lot of people recently join, and it's been wonderful. We're very close to 8,000. I'm overwhelmed by that. It's been awesome. Feeling a little bit better, but still low energy. So going to try to keep this one short-ish again and save my better analysis for, well, I don't know about better analysis, but I'm not going to talk about other stuff that's not pertaining to this game because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on, some that's been annoying me, some that has been thrilling me, but just haven't had the time or the energy to get into it. But I will soon, promise you. Tonight, the Knicks went to Memphis, and they beat the Grizzlies 106-94. As it says down below, Deuce cuts loose, but Knicks cut it close. There, too close. Career high for Deuce McBride, 19 points tonight. Let's get into it. I got highlights for you guys, too. Yes. I think I have a hair on my, yes. There was something, I had a hair on my glasses, which is annoying. Here you go. You see the final score right there. But let me tell you, at the half, the Knicks were down 4 points, if you can believe that. The Knicks were down 4 at the half. And I was getting a little stressed. I was getting a little nervous, to tell you the truth. It started to feel like the Knicks just were not interested in applying the energy that's required to just win in the NBA. You're not just going to win by just showing up. You actually have to play, and you have to play well. That's even against a team that was missing all 5 of its starters. Only had 8 players available for tonight. That's right. That's the state that Memphis is in right now. All 5 of the starters were not available. They did not play, and the Knicks were losing at halftime. So, and even in that fourth quarter, when the Knicks built up a little lead, I think 12, 13, 14 points or whatever, they kind of let it go back down under double digits and gave us a little bit of a sweat. But Miles McBride in that fourth quarter, he played the entire second half, I believe. 24 minutes for him, and so did Isaiah Hartenstein, who had a career, who matched his career high 20 rebounds today to go along with his 12 points. He played 42 minutes total. Wow. I did bury the lead here because the reason that Deuce was able to cut loose is because Jalen Brunson did not play. He missed his first game of the season. And it seemed odd watching this team out on the court there. If it weren't for Randall, I'd be like, who are these Knicks? I mean, it seemed like we're watching like a Westchester type version. Like they call up all the Westchester Knicks to play tonight, and they didn't. It just seemed like that because they definitely weren't at the start of the season. These weren't the guys that were playing except for Randall. So let's get to, before we get to the highlights, I want to show a few things here. As I mentioned, Deuce set his career high. 19 buckets for him, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, got a steal and a block. He got a block. Little Deuce got a block. His confidence level is tremendous. His three-point shooting is tremendous. 4 of 7 today. 57.1%, and it looks nice. It looks he doesn't look like he's just getting lucky or he's just hot. He looks very composed. He's shooting it almost exactly the same every single time, and he's hitting those corner threes, which is important. And he also above the break as well. He did this beautiful one. It was a slight step back, but it was mostly off the dribble with the defender right in his face. Pew, buried a 3. Beautiful from the above the break on the right side of the 3-point line. So excellent for him because we needed that because on a night when OG was 1 for 4 from the 3-point line, Randall was 1 for 6, Dante DiVincenzo was 3 for 11. So the rest of the starters were a combined 5 of 21 from the 3-point line, except for Deuce, who was 4 of 7. All right, one more thing before I go to the highlights. The 500th win of Tom Thibodeau's career. Congratulations, Thibs. This is a fantastic achievement. Not many coaches get to this threshold at all. This milestone it was an ugly win to have it become his 500th. I think I kind of overheard. I was getting ready. I overheard. I think it was Wally in the post game say that Thibs was just blowing a gasket in that first half, and he should. I should tighten this thing up. He should be blowing a gasket. The team was playing terribly, honestly, terribly, and it's kind of. I had my head. I was scratching my head. I was like, "What is happening here? What am I even going to talk about?" Thankfully. They didn't collapse. All right, let's get to the highlights. Here we go. The Grizzlies got off to the Grizzlies got off to a good start in that first quarter. Yeah, they led the Knicks. By the end of it, the Knicks did make a little comeback, and they cut the deficit down to 2. Boom! Look at that bucket right there. These are the guys that Memphis started today. Vince Williams Jr. Never heard of him. David Roddy, of course I know who he is. I was a big fan of his last 2 drafts ago. I thought he'd be a nice find for somebody. And Memphis is the one who found him, and he's been playing very well for them. Xavier Tillman started at center for Jaren Jackson Jr., Luke Kennard, and then Jacob Gilyard. Never even heard of this guy. Jacob Gilyard. And the other guys they had available, actually, they went 9 deep tonight. Jake LaRavia, who actually I think he got hurt during the game. John Conchar, who couldn't find a bucket if his life depended on it today. Zaire Williams and Gigi Jackson, who is this 19-year-old kid from South Carolina, University of South Carolina, he's a rookie this season. I think that's him right there. Yeah, this guy is a bucket. He kind of reminds me a little bit of, I don't want to say Cam Thomas, but he just has that kind of, no, he's actually much more athletic than Cam Thomas. But just his nose for the ball is nice. And I if the guy can learn how to play some defense, he could be an NBA starter eventually. At 19, he's lighting it up already. So I was really impressed by that. In the first quarter, as I mentioned, OG didn't hit 1 bucket. He was 0 for 4. Randall provided the scoring punch for the Knicks there. His 11 points came there. Not his 11 points, but he gave us 11 points in that quarter. Malachi, we saw Malachi Flynn, who was impressive. Man, is he fast? That guy, he's a speed demon. That guy. What people are calling him the evil Dante. I think it's kind of funny but cruel at the same time. Let's see. Who is this? There's Josh Hart here. Josh Hart, he hit that bucket. I've been a little disappointed. Not a little disappointed. I've been very disappointed in him this season. I mean, this recently. Not the whole season. He did finish 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 3 of 7 overall, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. The guy who was the player with the highest plus minus on the team was Miles McBride tonight with 13. He was a plus 13. His 19 points accounted for a plus 13. And the second highest was Randall with a plus 10. Here we go. Now we're into the second quarter. The second quarter, it looked like the Knicks were kind of waking up a little bit, but then, nice dunk. OG's got several dunks tonight, or today. I mean, since he's become a Knick. It's not like there's Malachi. That's what I'm talking about. His speed, tremendous. Ooh, what was this? Oh, another Luke Kennard. Man, that guy. I think he's led the league in 3-point shooting percentage the past 2 seasons. Look at the way they swing that ball around. Nice. Where else am I gonna look here on the stat sheet? One thing I want to look at: the Knicks destroyed the Memphis Grizzlies on the boards. They were a plus 21. Well, that helps when you have a guy who gets 20 boards all on his own. The Memphis Grizzlies could only pick up 35 rebounds. The Knicks got 56. The steals, Knicks picked up 11 steals. Memphis got 14 steals. There were a lot of turnovers today. 15 for the Knicks, 16 for the Grizzlies. And the Knicks had 11 blocked shots. 4 from OG, 4 from Isaiah, and Randall and Miles and Precious Achiuwa picked up 1 apiece. Excellent rim protection today in regards of shot blocking. There's a nice little layup there by Julius Randle. Oh, here we go. This is nice. Push. Beautiful. OG did finish the game with 18 points, which is that his Nick Kai? Can't even remember now. But only 1 for 4 from the three-point line. That was the one right there. You just saw it. 7 of 15 overall, so that means he was pretty effective inside the arc. He was 6 of 11, which is nice. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Picked up a steal. I mean, his whole stat line has got numbers all the way across it. He's got 2 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks, but he does also have 4 turnovers. Finished with 18 points and a +7 in plus minus. Dante, nice one there. That was one of his 3. Dante was only 3 of 11 from the three-point line, as I mentioned before. What's the other thing that's notable here? Well, one thing was, here, the Knicks finally built up a nice lead by the end of the third quarter. Look at that. Deuce and Isaiah, they have some nice chemistry going. Usually it's Isaiah feeding Deuce on a backdoor cut. We've already seen that at least a half a dozen times this season. That one right there is the first time that I can recall of Deuce feeding Isaiah, but they have a nice chemistry. I can see that developing further, especially if Mitch does come back. What if Mitch comes back and he's healthy enough to start? It'll be interesting. I have a feeling he won't start because he'll be on a minutes restriction. Ankle surgery is serious, so you don't want to overdo it. Oh, look at that steal right there. Boom. This is what I was talking about. I think this is where Memphis cut it under 10, under double digits. They started threatening. If I haven't mentioned Grimes' name, it's for a reason. He was 1 for 5 tonight. He played only 15 minutes. In a game where there was no Jalen Brunson, and we're already a bit short in the bench, you would have thought that Grimes would seize his opportunity to deliver some big minutes, some big buckets, but he did not. Even though he's had some good games since the trade itself, he tends to just disappear sometimes. So. Concerns. I'm a little concerned about the Knicks right now, honestly. I think that 5-game winning streak was mostly fueled by just a response of the players who remained after that trade. I know I've said that before. And last night, or the previous night's loss to the Dallas Mavericks without Luka kind of just confirmed that to me. I hope that, and then watching how they played tonight against a team of practically, not of non-starters, and that they struggled against it, and we're only missing one of our starters. Well, I guess you can say we're missing 2 if you can count Mitch. But the way Isaiah Hartenstein's been playing, I mean, he's been playing. Look at that block. That was outstanding. I have a feeling that we may see some rough days ahead for the Knicks unless they get that rotation straightened out. There, that was a nice 3-point. There it is. See? Very smooth, nice high release for him. He needs to release the ball high because he's short. There it is. See? Nice high. He releases it from the crown of his head. I forgot who that guy is. Nice one. I came back to the beginning. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It looped around. I'm a little out of it still. There it is, 500 wins for Tom Thibodeau. Congratulations, Coach Thibs. All right, let's see here. I've rattled off so many of these stats, but you can see, look at that nice big fat 20 in the rebound column next to Isaiah Hartenstein's name. Beautiful. He really has been a revelation. No matter what happens moving forward, I'm happy for him. He's definitely going to get the bag at some point. We'll see. It's a matter of how much. I do think the Knicks will still try to hold on to him, especially because, Mitch is on a good contract and it's a descending contract. So, we see that centers are injury prone, especially the kind of centers that we have. Even though Isaiah Hartenstein is incredibly durable, and I think he played all 82 last season, but still, you can't assume that these guys are going to continue to be durable like that the way that they play. They play hard. And when they hit that hardwood, they hit it hard. They get stepped on. They get cut. They get, elbows to the face. They're constantly in the pits. And it's if you only have one quality center on your team, one quality rim protector, you're setting yourself up for potential disaster. If we didn't have Isaiah Hartenstein, can you imagine if we, we're going with Jericho Sims and somebody else or whatever as our backups. Where would we be right now? We'd be right now, you know what we'd be? Leon would have already made a trade for a center. That's what would happen. So I think we're going to end up holding out to Isaiah Hartenstein. Let's move on. As you can see, the Knicks did shoot 48.2% overall, only 34.2% from the three-point line. We barely broke the 100-century mark, 106 there total. The plus-minus story, as I told you while we were watching the highlights, Miles was the high with plus 13. Good for him. Really happy for him. He's showing, and you know what? He looks calmer. I caught a little bit of the post-game interview. He looks calm. He looks calmer. He looks not calmer, more settled. And signing the contract, even though he said he doesn't play for money, he plays for the love of the game. He did admit that it does help, boost the confidence. It's something less to worry about in life. And he got the bag, and now he's comfortable on the court, and he's delivering in place of Quickly. I mean, that's one of the major reasons we have not felt the absence of Quickly the way that I thought and most of us worried that we would, is because Miles has stepped up. Kudos to him, man. Kudos to him. Really happy for him. In fact, I want to see how he's been doing since that trade. Let's see. Well, these aren't the stats for that. Oh, well. Sorry about that. Let's move forward here. Here are the Memphis Grizzlies numbers. Well, one thing I want to note, look, all 5 Knicks starters are in double figures. And here we go. Memphis Grizzlies, almost all 5 were in double figures for them too, except for Gilliard, who could not buy a bucket himself. He couldn't hit the three-point shot at all. 1 for 6 from him overall. They were 9 of 38, 23.7%. It's pretty abysmal. But they did pick up those 27 assists, which kind of helped them keep around. As the ball was, Laravia, he did get hurt. He only played 1 minute total. G.G. Jackson was their high scorer off the bench, 20 points in 27 minutes on 9 of 14 shooting, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. I'm telling you, that kid, keep an eye out for him. He's going to be an interesting player. Very interesting player. Let's see. Let's keep going here. The team stats, kind of already touched on a lot of them. We were not good at the free throw line tonight. 13 of 19, less than 70%, 68.4. The points off turnovers, 23 for us. That hurts. We were a -6 in that battle right there. And fast break points, 15 for us, 13 for them. That's decent. But, man, the points in the paint almost equal, 52 to 50. And same with the fouls. So it really came down to we hit our three-point shots, and we got some additional extra shots, mostly off of offensive rebounds. We had 15 tonight. We were a +6 in offensive rebounds. And that's how the Knicks won this game. There you go. Please vote. Again, this is old. Please vote. Both Julius and Jalen are now in the top 10. Jalen was before. Got to keep voting, keep voting, keep voting. Get these guys a All-Star nomination. Would love it. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. And share this video. Drop your comments. Turn on the notification bell so you are on YouTube. Turn on the notification bell. It's that little bell, and it tells you, it alerts you when I actually drop the videos because, it's not always consistent. And that is my bad. But at the same time, I do this mostly all by myself, except for the stats analysis that my son provides. And then when I collab, but in terms of the whole production itself, I do it all myself pretty much. All right. I can feel my energy returning, hopefully by Monday. It's a noon game, and it is against the, who are we playing? Who are we playing? This is stuff I should know. We are playing... the Magic. Orlando Magic. It's a noon game here in LA. It's a 3 p.m. game in New York. And it's at MSG. That's going to be a fun game. That's going to be a really fun game. Really looking forward to that one. That'll be a nice little test. The Magic, they've kind of been struggling a little bit. They're 21-18 right now. Knicks are now 23-16. And I believe we are back in 6th place. Yes, we are. A half game ahead of the Miami Heat. And tied for 5th place with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we pick up a win against Orlando, and the Cavs drop one. Knicks will be right there in 5th or even 4th place by Monday night. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. All right. Hopefully Brunson will be back by then because I don't think that this kind of effort that the Knicks gave tonight would bring you a W on Monday against the Orlando Magic. And that is concerning. I have concerns about this team. Despite how well we're playing, how well we're doing, we're 6-4 in our last 10 games. I still have concerns. All right. Thank you for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.